Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, La Priest Noir, and
DJ Cool James.
welcome to the Flood Zone on Nat 5 FM. Today, our special guest artist is Drina J.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Been waiting on this one.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
So, hey, Drina, where are you from?
I'm from the 803, Lancaster, South Carolina. Oh yeah,
All right.
803.
Are you independent or signed?
I'm independent. On down the line, I will be looking for being signed. If the label is where my head is at with them, and just on straight for all that. So yeah, independent. So if everything work out, then yeah, I'll be with the label.
Dope.
Okay.
Okay.
What type of music do you do?
I do like jazz, R&B, so yeah, mainly like R&B, and so is my main thing. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And how long have you been recording?
Well, I really been recording since 2013. I wish I would have done it a long time ago, but as an upcoming artist, you don't know,
Right.
certain people, that. So I'm glad, that certain people had reached out to me, so I just got the thing rolling. So yeah, I've been recording since about 7 years now.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, La Priest Noir, and
DJ Cool James.
with that 5 FM, welcome to the Flood Zone. Today, our special guest is Brandon Jackson, a.k.a. B-Jack, the boxer. So, where you from?
I'm originally from Charlotte,
Oh, okay.
but I've been in Rock Hill long enough to be from Rock Hill. I've been in Rock Hill for about, I want to say about 12 years. So pretty much Rock Hill home for me. So that's been here for a minute. So
Okay.
That's what's up. As a boxer, are you independent or signed?
I'm independent right now, but I do have a good gym behind me.
Okay.
So we got a good brotherhood down at the gym, and we got all age levels. But
Dope.
yeah, so that's my team right now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
What weight class do you fight in?
I fight in at 170. That's right now. That's why I weigh in there. My weight class is middleweight. But when I go pro, I am gonna cut some weight down. Probably want to fight at like 160.
Okay.
Right now I don't cut weight because the amateurs you weigh in the same day, and I just feel like there's just too much. There's too much stress on the human body,
Yeah,
especially if
Yeah,
you're working
it's
hard.
crazy.
You're working hard like all week, so I just feel like there's just too much, and I say I'm gonna wait, So
Okay.
Okay.
How long have you been boxing?
be 4 years in March.
Oh, wow.
As far as training, as far as like competing, it'd be about 3.5.
Okay. All right. What inspired you to be a boxer?
I was a decent football player. I played for Rocky High, and I was real aggressive. And after leaving college, I went to college and didn't stay long because I had a daughter, so I came back home.
Okay.
So during that point in time, I just was trying to find something to fill the void of my athletic, because I always worked out. And my homeboy, which is my coach brother named Chaz, he's just telling me, he's always telling me about his brother boxing, which is Alonzo. And so I was like, man, let me go take this energy I got and go down to this boxing gym and see what I can make out of it. So, and that what really inspired me to box. It took me forever to go to the gym. Then on top of that, I used to get into a lot of fights in the club growing up, and I was like, look, man, I can't keep fighting for free. So I was like, let me take this energy and turn it into something positive. So I started boxing, and ever since then, I haven't had not one street fight since I've been boxing. So, and that's kudos to me. I pat myself
That's
on the back
awesome.
on that one. So, because right now, boxing, it taught me to think instead of reacting.
Right.
So.
Right.
And plus those hands registered too.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What gym do you box at?
Rock Hill Boxing Club. It's at Emmett Scott. They pretty much they've been up for a while now, and it's a rec center for the kids as well. So it's all positive vibes, man. So, and it give these kids something to look up to,
Right.
like something to build off of, and outside of myself, like I do it for them. Man, I got a son. He actually boxed at the gym too, and also we got Magic box as well. So, Magic, that's Will's son for the ones that's watching.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I do it for them. Like at the end of the day, I always told my coach, I say, once I make it, I'm gonna make sure I put some money back into this gym and keep it there. You know, because at the end of the day, it's a lot of people that make it and forget, and so. And you can never forget home. That's how I look at stuff. So.
Big facts.
What is it like training with your coach?
Man. Okay, this is how I coach. My coach, he the type of coach, he'll be like, we're gonna have a light day. It's never a light day. And the only time we probably say we have a light day if we know we got like a sparring coming up that Saturday, or we know we got people coming in the gym. And then you know you got somebody coming to your gym, you want your fighters to be sharp.
Right.
But we pushing, man. We pushing. Like, we pushing all day, every day. It's real intense training with him. Very intense because he don't cut nobody no slack. And the way he breed us and put in our mind, like, you can go knock somebody out, don't mean nothing. Like, once it's up, like, once they, I mean, you celebrate, you congratulate, but that next fight don't mean nothing.
Right.
And the type of coach he is, I actually fought a dude twice. First time I fought him, I beat him. And then the second time we was fighting for a belt, which was my first belt. That's the one in the middle. Okay. And me and my coach, we got the same mindset. That first fight out the window. First fight don't mean nothing.
Reset.
Yeah, it's like everybody different, every fighter different. So just him having that mindset, that intense grinding mindset, no days off. It's the main thing. Always be ready, cause it like people will come literally walk in our gym, the sport, and we like sometimes we don't even know. So his mindset is always be ready. Like there's always somebody working. So make sure you're working. Mm-hmm. So
that's what's up. That's exactly.
Cool. Do you know the boxer named Cedric Mean Man Mingo?
Yes, from Lancaster.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know. Have you ever watched any of his fights? And I guess my question to join in with that: do you have boxers that motivate you, that you look up to, anything like that?
I haven't watched any of his fights. Actually, I haven't, but I actually met him.
Okay.
He's a good dude. Okay. He actually he came down to the gym. He helped us out with our fundraisers. But my inspirational boxer who I look up to, I was a big Mike Tyson fan.
Oh yeah.
I was a big, and I like Mike Tyson. But as I grew up and realized he was like a pit bull.
Yeah.
He's really not technical.
Firecracker.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, La Priest Noir, and
DJ Cool James.
welcome to the Flood Zone on Nat Fight FM. Today, our special guest is Chris Jackson.
How you doing?
How you doing?
What's up,
How you
Chris?
doing?
How you doing? You all right?
I'm good.
That's good. That's good.
So tell us where you're from.
I'm from Rock Hill, South Carolina.
Okay.
We call it the Rock. Cran Neely call it the real Rock Hill.
Yeah.
So I heard that you were an real estate investor / entrepreneur.
Yeah, I guess you can say that.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess you can say that.
So how long have you been doing that for?
Probably been in real estate, honestly, around a year. You know, I've been thinking about doing it in the past, but really been heavy in it for like a year now.
Yeah. How do you finance your first real estate deal?
So we actually paid cash. We paid cash for it. We kind of go with a different route. We actually don't have to get loans from the bank. We don't need to pull credit, all that stuff. We kind of get houses that's in foreclosure, and people just who they're waiting to get out of their situation, just move on with their life. So we take the house out of foreclosure. They deed over their property to me and or my business, and from there we just have the house. The house is still in their name on the loan, and we make monthly payments on it or sell it and get the funds off of it that way.
Well, before I go into more detail about real estate, I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm from Rock Hill. I went to South Carolina State for a couple years. Then I graduated from Winthrop University. I got my master's degree from Walden University. Currently, I work at Bank of America. I am, first and foremost, I love the Most High. I love God above all things. I put him first above all things. I have a wife, Kristen Gamble Jackson. I have 2 kids, Rain Jackson and Noah Jackson. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it.
Hi, family.
That's pretty much it.
Nice.
All right, so I have another question for you. Is it necessary to get a real estate license as an investor?
No.
No?
I mean, honestly, you can walk down the road and see a house and contact that person. If they say, hey, you can buy my house, you can buy it there, then and there.
Oh, okay. And what does an ARV mean?
After repair value. So, for example, if I walk down the road and I see a house that's beat up with boards, the price of that house right now may be $30,000, but after I fix that house up, it may be worth $120,000. So if I buy for $30,000, put 20 into it, I'm 50,000 in, but I can sell it for 120, make 70,000 profit off of it.
Oh, that's
Makes
winning.
sense.
That's winning.
That's just an example. No, it's definitely winning though. It's definitely
What would
winning.
you tell a first home buyer? What would they need to know when buying a home for the first time? What do you think they should know when buying a home for the first time?
Don't use your own money. That's what I would say. You can get a house right now without spending any money out your own pocket. One thing you gotta do is just go to a class for about a month and sit in there on a Saturday and a Sunday and just talk to people, go through the paperwork, get your own house without spending any money out your own pocket.
No, I should have met you like 2
No
years
money out of
ago,
your
3
pocket.
years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah. When I was buying my first house, me and my wife was actually in it. One of the programs called the NACA program. I mean, they walk you from point A to point B, well, the Z actually, and then you just move into a house. You don't pay anything out of your pocket.
Oh, I wish I would have met you a while ago. That is so messed up. Okay. What is the best exit strategy for someone who's trying to get out of a home?
Sell it before you get over your head. A lot of people when they get in trouble, they sit back and do nothing, and that's the wrong thing to do. If you know you can't afford your home right now, and there in the future you're saying, okay, there's still no way I can afford this house, get out of it now. Try to sell it while you still have maybe some equity in it, so you can start over.
Sound advice.
Yeah.
So tell us about your ministry that you do.
I wouldn't say I have a ministry, but like I said, I love the Lord, and from my experience with the Lord, He has allowed me to study His Bible, study the history of Christianity and just His beginnings. And through my studies, and I always say my studies, I see a lot of things that we do now is not accurate, but I just love the Most High, and I call Him Yah. That's His Hebrew name, and I call Him Yahshua. That's Jesus. Well, Jesus' Hebrew name.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I wanted to know, like, as far as, I know that you're really into your ministry. I know that you're an investor. I know that you're an entrepreneur. Tell me a little bit about this managing thing that I heard about.
No, so when it was probably like 7-10 years ago, and that time fly by fast, but we had this group called Keys to the City. Shorty Will was our camera guy. He used to have us looking like we were superstars in the club and all that stuff. So he had us always on point. But so we had a couple artists, Melly, Lamont Williams, Breeze, rest in peace, Breeze. He was murdered a few months ago. So
Sorry to hear that.
Condolences.
definitely. And then we had Shard. We used to call him D Money. Snoop, we called him Wrecker. And I don't think I missed him, but that was it. So it was us four. We just kind of, I don't know. We was having a good time. We was having a good time in the club. I used to throw parties all the time too. So I used to throw parties every weekend. I was having a party somewhere, either in Charlotte, Rock Hill, parties for Winthrop, all that stuff. So we just kind of just put all that together and then let them perform there. We just started the movement in Rock Hill. Shorty Will with the camera. Everywhere we go, he can put it on YouTube. So it's like it looked like we bigger than life, but we really wasn't. Just trying to find our way, to be honest with you. Yeah.
So what took you from a path of doing that to being an entrepreneur / real estate investor?
I mean, so we bought Yo Gotti too. We bought Yo Gotti, the rapper, to Rock Hill one night. And I was in the back of the club. Everybody up front having a good time. I'm in the back of the club, and the Lord was speaking to me. The Lord was telling me he said, if you give this up, because I love doing it. It's my passion. If you give this up, I'll take you places you've never been before. So he was telling me this in the back of the club while Yo Gotti's on stage, right? He's on stage, cocaine crazy, everybody having a good time. And the Lord just said, if you give this up, we had just did CIAA, and we had just bought Gucci Man down, and we bought Miguel down, the singer Miguel down, probably like 3 months before that, I want to say. That was in February, and this was May. So yeah, because I just had to be obedient, and I was obedient to the Most High, and when that happened, it was things just started changing my life like drastically. It was changing. So from the point where I was there to where I am now, it's 100%. It's 10 times even. I wouldn't go back for the word. You can, Yo Gotti can call me right now and say, hey, I want to come to Rock Hill for free. I wouldn't even bring them. I'll say call somebody else. You can have it. You can have it.
That's a testimony.
Yeah.
Right. For real. Who are some of your favorite artists?
I still like, I'm T.I. Like, I listen to T.I. all day. I'll see it right to the host, so I don't get with this new stuff, man. I really don't. I don't understand what they be talking about. But I listen to T.I., Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt. I mean, I used to always think I was either Jay-Z or Diddy, a mixture of both of them. You know, so, you know, man. But, yeah. So T.I., Jay-Z, Diddy. And I'm a Kodak fan, too. I like Kodak Black.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You got any advice for artists?
Be honest with you, I can't give advice on artists. Like, we didn't make it, you know what I'm saying? But I guess the only thing I can say is, man, make sure you have your money right, man.
Okay.
It take money. You gotta have a couple dollars to do it. You just can't go out there and say, hey, we about to do this. I'm on SoundCloud or I'm on YouTube. Man, you gotta have some money. It's marketing. We used to go to the strip club, and as soon as we walk into the strip club, you know, Will got the camera, put the boys over there. I'm going to the DJ booth, paying the DJ a couple dollars, you know. Our whole crew was under probably 21, so they couldn't get into the strip club. So you got to have money to pay the bouncers to get into the. You know, it's a whole bunch of stuff that people don't realize that you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, I mean, you got to have some money because you got to pay DJs to play your song and all that stuff. I used to have one DJ. I used to have direct deposit to his account. Every week I'm sending you a direct deposit just trying to get our song played. So,
Man.
yeah. It had the right song too, because a lot of these songs suck.
I know, man. Tell me.
A lot of them horrible.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, a lot of them horrible, man.
I'm like, how they get signed?
Man, listen.
What they do?
It's horrible.
Man, okay. So that's what's up. That's what's up. So what do you see yourself doing in the next 3 to 5 years?
So actually, I just started a trucking company. So we have a Ram 3500 dually truck, and we have a 40-foot gooseneck trailer, and we started a trucking company. We have a driver. We just send him everywhere around the country. You know, Monday through Friday. He home on the weekend. So I'm trying to build that. I'm trying to probably acquire anywhere from 5 to 10 more homes, to, either flip or hold on to, and probably get like 5 or 10 more trucks and just start that way.
Man, you doing it big.
Very
Doing it
ambitious.
big.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's just crazy. It's just crazy that just getting the information that I just got from you, and me soaking it in and finding out that you could just buy a home without spending your money. I'm a little hot about that. I'm gonna just say that. I'm a little hot about that.
It's crazy. It's crazy though. The thing about it is, the bad thing about it is, people been doing this for a long time. It's just no one told us about it. You know, like I'm 33 right now. I didn't really start understanding this stuff until a couple years ago. You know, but people been doing this stuff. We just no one told us. Nobody put us on game.
Right. Are you working at a certain company as a real estate investor?
No. So I'm everything on my own. I mean, we do as we please.
So you need to let everybody, our audience, know where they can find you, so that if they need somebody,
Yeah, I'm on Facebook, Chris Jackson. Instagram, I think CJack130. I'm not on Snapchat and that stuff, but Facebook, Chris Jackson, and Instagram, CJack130.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any shout outs? You want to shout out anybody?
Just my family, you know.
It's
my
your family? What about,
you know,
what about everybody else? Shout out your family first, though, because they're going to get you if you don't.
Now I'm gonna shout out my family, all of my partners, everybody from Keys to the City. My cousin Jay Jackson, everybody call him Jay Perp. Perp, I call him Jay Jackson. Peasy, that's D Stevens. You know, EJ, he behind the walls right now. My little cousins. Who was my partner Snoop, called him Lawrence Brown. Shout out to Cran Neely for doing this thing in Rock Hill right now. That's big. What he doing? Stuart Good, you know, and definitely my family, like my wife and my kids and all that stuff. My wife, Kristen Gamble Jackson. That's my heart right there. That she keep me grounded at all times. So, yeah.
Well, I don't want to let you go yet, because I want to ask you another question. Do you promote any artists nowadays?
Now I don't, but I don't right now, and I don't have the time to do it. You know, I don't have the time to do it. And actually, that's not my lane anymore. That's why I kind of got out of it. And like I said, I wouldn't go back. So it don't matter.
You don't need to.
You know, I wouldn't go back at all. But yeah, shout out Triondo Stroud, because he the one who got me started in throwing the parties. So shout out Triondo, and shout out Shorty Will. You know, Short, he's always been when we was doing our Keys to the City thing, he was definitely a big part of it. So yeah, we appreciate that, bro. Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Since you was in the field being a promoter, do you have any advice for promoters? Because nowadays, social media is so powerful that people share a flyer for a party or some type of event, and they think, "Bam, I'm a promoter."
Right.
So.
Right. So
Oh gosh.
I didn't even consider myself as a promoter. I consider myself as an event planner. I put my own money into it.
Right.
A promoter is necessarily someone who gets paid by the person who having the event, and they don't go behind closed doors and count the money at the end of the night.
Okay.
So if you're not going behind closed doors and counting the money at the end of the night, you're working for somebody else. If you back there counting your money, you're actually an event planner. That's how I look at it. But main thing, I used to get 5,000 flyers. My thought was, if I get 5,000 flyers and I put each one of those flyers out, if I get 10% of those people to come to my event, that's 500 people. 500 people times 20, that's a good night for me. So that's how I looked at it. That's how I kind of always did the math.
Did you have like a street team too?
No, not really, man. I mean, we used to be at, I don't know if y'all know about 321 in Chester. We used to, 1 o'clock in the morning, I was out there putting flyers on cars. I used to spread my weekends out, so I gave myself 4 weeks promote for every event. So I would be in Chester one night putting flyers, then we'd be in Charlotte just tagging cars. But with social media, it's a lot easier, but people just kind of just breeze past it now because it's so saturated. So you got to make yourself stand out.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, so-
Yeah.
It's all, to me, it was always a numbers game. I know if I did X, Y, Z, I should see this return.
Right.
So that's how I looked at it.
Okay.
Well, I'm. He was that promoter that the other promoters was like, dang.
Yeah, we had to get to it, man. We had to get to it. We definitely had to get. I mean, it was just, I guess at that particular time when we was doing the Keys to the City thing, we had like the whole South Side just rocking with us. So when we had anything we do, we gonna have a large crowd just because you got Melly, you got Jay, you got Chaco, just all those guys, and we just making stuff happen.
So what advice would you give to the young kids right now? What advice would you give to them growing up?
I would honestly say, and it's gonna sound crazy, don't get excited about Jordans, and don't get excited about a pair of Jordans or a Gucci belt or whatever shirts. I mean, honestly, I used to buy Coogee, so I would spend $100 and something on Coogee and just to go out one night. You buy a pair of Jordans, that's $200 for a pair of Jordans. So if you buy 3 pair of Jordans a month, that's $600. With $600, honestly, you can buy your own property and flip your own property for $600 if you understood the game. You can honestly.
Too, yeah.
I mean, I started a trucking company with no money I spent out of my pocket. So we got a $51,000 truck, a $24,000 trailer. We got $20,000 insurance, and I didn't spend a dime out of my pocket. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's crazy things you can do if you understand credit and you understand to have a consistent income. Because if you have a consistent income, you have credit, you get anything you want.
Right, and I always tell people too that's really big into like the Jordans or the video games or anything. If you're gonna if you're always gonna buy that stuff, buy some stock in it.
Right.
At least you're gonna make some money back.
Exactly. Exactly.
Buy some stock in it. But yeah, that's some good advice.
Yeah, exactly. It's honestly, it's a waste of money. Like, it's a waste of money.
It is. It is. People don't realize it, but it really is.
Just
add it all up.
And the thing about it, once you buy the Jordans and you get them dirty after what 2-3 months, it's a wrap what you doing with them.
Hey, but the crazy
Gotta scrub.
thing, like on that note, on the Jordan note though, the crazy thing about the Jordans is when I was younger, the Jordans was like $95. Now the same Jordans that I wore are like $300.
Right. Exactly.
Same exact ones. They didn't even change the color.
Exactly.
You know?
I always say get yourself in a position, and me personally, I'm not there where I want to be, but get yourself in a position where you can go buy Jordans, and you don't think about it. You see what I'm saying? It's like buying a pair of Jordans, like buying something, going to take your girl out to eat.
Right.
It's just it's easy to do.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you, Chris, for coming in and chilling with us today and giving us some great advice. But with that being said, DJ Cool James, what you got for us today?
Okay, today on